and welcome to the first ever episode of Chit Chat, a show where I connect back with you guys, respond to comments, answer Q&As that we do on Twitter and Instagram, and a whole bunch more. And you'll find out all about what this series will be about each week in this episode. Now, to start things off, I just want to say thank you for joining me and supporting the launch of this second channel. I'm super duper excited about it, and I'm so happy all of you are here. So big thank you, thank you so much. So to start things off each week, the first thing we're going to be doing during Chit Chat is talking about a topic question that I leave at the end of the previous Chit Chat. But since this is the first ever episode of Chit Chat, we don't have a topic question to discuss and respond to comments from and all that because we don't have a previous episode. So we're gonna have a topic question at the end of the video, which you guys can discuss down in the comments, and in the next Chit Chat episode we're gonna go over and go through those comments and kind of talk about it and do that sort of thing. So there's that. The next part of Chit Chat is obviously responding to comments from the videos that went out on this channel during this week. And the first video that went out this week was my very first one, the travelogue one, December in England. First comment from this comes from Jared Bass. He says, "I'm going to England in July. This has me even more excited for the trip." Absolutely. I'm actually not fond of London compared to Manchester now. I actually really liked Manchester a lot more than compared to London, just because of how much easier it is to navigate around the city, and I got to see so much more of it, and it was so pretty. But you're most likely going to have a lot more fun in July than I did in Manchester in December because it was freezing. So enjoy your trip, Jared, and thanks for watching the video. The next two comments from the same video have to do with the cat in the shower. From Aurelia Newell, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. The cat must have really wanted a shower. And the other comment from Nick W, the cat in the shower was the best part, the rest of the video was nice too. The thing about the cat in the shower was actually one of Martin in the Little Woods cats. We went to a New Year's party at his place, and his cats are so adorable. It was so funny to wake up one of the days and find the cats in the shower. There's really no explanation behind it other than cats. The next batch of comments comes from the Stuffed On series. We did vegan cookies this week, and I was so nervous about putting out a cooking episode, but I'm so happy I did. I had so much fun filming it, and it seems like you guys really enjoyed watching it as well, which is so cool. I love to try new cooking recipes since I'm allergic to wheat, and I don't eat meat. It's a little bit odd to come up with, recipes to eat for myself just in general, and it was really cool to try a bunch of new stuff while I was over in England, just because I had the time to do it, and discovered it was something I really enjoy doing. I really like cooking. So one of the comments from that video comes from Lestrange911. Mousie, you know how I'm gonna use this. I love food. Okay, ignore that. That is perfectly fine. I am so happy you found the recipe helpful and you're gonna try it out. I hope they turn out fantastic because they're so easy to make. The next comment comes from Sugar Monkey Banana. Thank you, Mousie. I'm a vegetarian, so this helps for food-wise that I can eat. Absolutely. It doesn't have it's completely vegan. Exactly. It's actually really healthy compared to a lot of other cookies. And like I said, they're super easy to make, so I hope you enjoy them. Next comment comes from one of my Patreon supporters, John Maloney, just a veteran of my Twitch channel and my channel in general. Thanks for watching, man, and thanks for your support. Honestly, you were fantastic. But his comment was, "That was so great. Cooking and gaming are the two things I watch most on YouTube, so it was really awesome to see the host of my favorite gaming channel do a cooking video. The cookies look so delicious, and I might try the recipe, but with a couple of alterations, in addition to being vegetarian and having celiac, like myself. I'm also allergic to nuts. I can't eat much, lol. But it's easy enough to substitute sun butter and rice flour for the almonds. Absolutely. I think what was great about finding this recipe is the amount of different substitutions you can use for it. Like, the original recipe that I was kind of looking into had using almond meal, but I couldn't find any almond meal, so I was using ground almonds, which I think is pretty much the same thing. But it's little things like that, even just using different peanut butters, you know, sunflower butter, and pretty much anything. You can substitute pretty much anything into it, and it still turns out pretty good. So, I hope you enjoy the cookies, John. The last batch of comments comes from the most recent video that went out, so there wasn't too many comments on it, but there were quite a few even still. Thank you guys so much for your support again on these videos. It's really cool to see you guys enjoying them. This one comes from Pip Goes Wild. Amazing, but I think Liverpool's better. Great video. I never even got to see Liverpool. I actually have heard some pretty great things about it, but we never got a chance to go there, just because of all the other things we were doing throughout my time there. But I definitely want and will be going back to England at some point, and Liverpool is on my list of places to go. Next comment comes from Walker Newton. The museum looked really cool. Looks like you had lots of fun. Yeah, the Museum of Science and Industry was pretty fantastic. I feel like all the filming that I did do while I was in the museum didn't do it justice. Like, there were so many cool moving parts and steam engines. It was so cool. Trains and all that magical stuff. Apparently there is a train museum somewhere, but we didn't get to go see that. Like I said, we missed a lot of stuff while I was there, mainly because A, it's freezing and we had a lot going on, and we just couldn't make it there. Last comment comes from the NZ Jester. Got delayed watching this. I was watching the Twitch stream first of Mousie making her roller coaster with a Cthulhu arm. Thank you so much for stopping by my stream and watching me make that disaster of a roller coaster. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching this video. So those were some of the comments from this week's worth of videos and all that fun magical stuff. It's really nice to do something a little bit different and see you guys enjoying it, so thank you again for the comments and just being absolutely lovely in general. The next part, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw this and saw a little bit of an explanation for it. It is the chit-chat Q&A that we're going to be doing each week. So each week I'm going to be choosing a handful of questions that you guys give me on my Instagram posts, and if you want to send me some on Twitter, I'll try and find them there. This week there weren't many on Twitter because I think I posted the post a little bit too early and no one really caught it, but about 68 of you caught it on Instagram, so we have plenty of Q&A questions for the first ever Chit Chat Q&A. Our first question comes from Christina I've already messed this up, I'm so sorry. Christina Garfias Ortega, I hope I said that correctly. What's your favorite sport and color? Also, what place you want to visit? My favorite sport, I don't really have one, to be honest. I can't really think of one off the top of my head, honestly. I actually did really enjoy learning about wrestling while I was in England. That was actually really, really fascinating to me. So maybe right now I'd have to say wrestling. I know that seems really strange coming from yours truly, but it was actually really, really genuinely interesting to watch and learn about. So wrestling. My favorite color is, oh dear. I'd have to say pink, maybe? A place that I would love to visit would probably be, I'd love to visit France. I would actually really, really enjoy visiting France. I've always wanted to travel to the southern portion of France along the beaches and stuff because it seems really, really pretty down there. Next question comes from, hey, it's Josie. What are your opinions on Moana? I actually haven't seen it yet. I know. We had planned on going to see Moana while I was in England together, and we ended up seeing Assassin's Creed instead, which was... I kind of have mixed reviews on Assassin's Creed, but I've heard fantastic things about Moana, and I definitely want to see it at some point. Hopefully it's still in theaters so I can go see it, but this question from Jackson Press: where do you get your clothes from? I'm actually going to be doing a few lookbook videos on a lot of the clothes I got in England and so on and so forth, just making different outfits and themes and whatnot here and there along the way. And in those videos, of course, I will tell you where I get my clothes from. Just dresses like this, fun, you know, just to give you a little taste. This one is from Thunder Egg in Manchester. It's a cute little vintage shop, so yeah. This one comes from Casey Was Here. Did you vote? Yes, I did vote. I'm not gonna say who I voted for because at this point, A, it doesn't really matter, and B, I don't want my political views to get mixed up in this. I can tell you I didn't vote for Trump, but I mainly wanted to vote for the local elections because that's where it matters to me and my community the most. So voting is pretty important if you are of voting age, and you should be registered to vote. It doesn't matter what your political views are whatsoever. Voting is so much more than just voting for the president. There are so many issues that can be on your ballot, and it's really important to make sure you vote. The next question comes from I'm Weird, I'm Sasha. What's your favorite type of dog? I've actually been reading up a lot about greyhounds, and specifically retired racing greyhounds. I don't know if I'm going to be able to adopt one anytime soon. A, because I need to move out of where I live now, and I'm not sure wherever I'm moving to is dog friendly yet, and if it's going to be right for a retired racing greyhound. They're actually really interesting dogs. There are not a lot of just normal greyhounds, just, you know, outside of the racing ring. But they're really interesting animals to read up on and how to take care of them, because it's a lot different than how you would take care of pretty much any other dog. There's a lot of stuff you gotta get into, because A, it's like the fastest dog out there, and B, there's just, because their entire upbringing and life before home life was racing, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. I actually got a book on it to figure out if, you know, this was something I really wanted to do, and I think maybe down the line, maybe not this year, I don't know if it would be this year, but I'd love to adopt a racing greyhound in the future. Last question, it comes from J.H. Maloney. Once again, John, good to see you commenting all over the place. Thank you so much for all your support again. You've mentioned an upcoming series called Gnomewood. Is it connected to the Gnomes video that you did last year? No, actually. I do plan on bringing back the Gnomes skits. I do plan... Wow, I'm just a kerfuffle of words, aren't I? I do plan on bringing back the Gnomes skits that I did in The Sims at some point, but I haven't been able to mod The Sims to make a particular ghost sim that I need for the next skit, and I haven't had any other ideas for skits because I just have a massive roadblock on that one. The Gnomewood series is actually, I'll give you a hint to it, we're still working on it. And I'm still working on writing it, and I want it to look really, really well, but I'll give you a hint as to what it kind of has to do with. Spies. That's the only hint I'm giving. So that was it for the Q&A for the first ever Chit Chat. We're gonna be doing this every week. So on Fridays, I'll be posting up a Chit Chat Q&A photo on Instagram. And if you guys want to comment your Q&A questions or pretty much any comments, put them on that comment section of that photo, because I'll be taking them from there. And also, if you happen to catch the post, go to Twitter, you can tweet at me, hashtag chit chat questions in reply to that post, and I'll know what they're for, and I'll have them in the video. The next section is called the Mailbox, where I open up some mail I've gotten in my P.O. box over the past little while. I've been collecting it so that we have a bunch to open. I know people have been wanting to send me mail or have me bring back the mail openings, and this is that! We're gonna open up some mail, and I'm not going to haphazardly just throw a letter opener all over the place. So, we have a few pieces that I've been saving for this very special occasion, so it comes from many, many vast lengths of time ago. Alright, first up we have some Diner Dash fan art. Hi, my name is Tessa, and I'm a big fan. I love your videos, and I hope you like this drawing. Super duper cute. Thank you, Tessa. I love it. I am so happy to bring back the next season of Diner Dash, which is currently in the works, so I hope you are ready for that, Tessa. And I've thrown the mail everywhere, and the mail goes everywhere. Da, 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 da. Na, 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 na. I want a fancy letter opener. That would be so cool, oh so cool. Okay. Hi Mousie, I am Gwen, or Slybee in Minecraft. I live in England and I met you at my invention and you really liked my bag. I really like your videos and you're really nice. I spent about 2 to 3 hours drawing the drawing here. See inserted picture of me, you, and Yami. Oh my gosh! Okay, we have this picture that she has. Love. I'm a disaster. From my invention forever ago. It's been so long since my invention, but oh man, this is so cool. The picture is really cute as well. I support Team Pink. You're absolutely wonderful. It would make my year if you could send me an email. I know you're busy and you don't have enough time, which is very true. I have very little time, but here it is anyway. I won't give it out in this, but I'll see what I can do. This is very sweet. Thank you so much for sending me this. I love the little mouse you drew at the bottom. I'm gonna try and cover up the email and stuff, but super cute. Thank you so much for sending this. It's really nice to see you guys take the time to write and just, you know, comments on my video even. The fact that you guys take the time to write me such sweet comments is truly absolutely lovely. Thank you so much. Okay, what is this? We've got a red ribbon, and ooh, a little key, a sparkly key, and a ring. Oh, that's really cute. I'm gonna put that on. Okay, there we go. I think that fixes it. Pretty. Let's see what we got here. Oh my gosh! Oh, this is a very, very long letter. Very, very long letter. Hi, it's Catherine. You may know me as Katie Cat, or Cute with a little nerdy penguin 123. You replied to my pic I drew for you. It's in the envelope, by the way. Oh, I think this is the picture. Okay. Oh, this is really sweet. I can't read all of this off on camera because it's super duper long and we don't have a lot of time, but I do see something that stands out to me. My favorite series is Disney Princess Fairy Tale Adventure. I am currently doing Disney Princess Enchanted Journey on my main channel right now, so I really hope you're enjoying that. Thank you so much for your letter. I'll have a more intense reading of this later on, because I really do want to read all of this. This looks really sweet. Thank you so much, Catherine. Right, so I have no idea where that cut off, but hopefully it got all of it. You guys sent some pretty amazing stuff. I have just realized that a lot of these letters that were unopened were from a very long time ago, but still just the same. Thank you guys so very much for sending this. If you want to know my P.O. box, the P.O. box address will be down in the description for you if you want to send a letter. I can't promise that it will always get read out in this section because I can only pick out a handful to do during this, but I do try and open and read every single one of them personally because it does mean the world to me that you guys take the time to write such lovely things. It really It really just makes my day. Thank you. Last but not least, I want to showcase some of the fan art that was sent in to me via Twitter and Instagram during the week. If you guys want to send any pictures and stuff, you can send them to @Mousie Mouse on Twitter or tag me in the photo on Instagram. My handle on Instagram is @_Mousie_Mouse. We had some fantastic artwork from Breezy Plays on Twitter. Mackenzie's X from Twitter as well. Icon and Drawings on Instagram. Ravenclaw Simmer on Instagram. And the Lilac Mousicorn on Instagram. So thank you guys for that. Be sure to go show them some love and, you know, give them a hug. Give them a milkshake. A virtual milkshake. How about that? A virtual banana split milkshake. How about that? Alright, so that leaves us with our topic question of the week. Be sure to comment your responses to these down below on this video, and at the beginning of next week's Chit Chat, we'll discuss them and talk about them and, you know, that kind of fun stuff. This right out of the gate, just a kerfuffle and a tornado of magical things. What is something new that you are doing this year? This show is something new that I'm doing this year. This whole channel is something new that I'm doing this year. So that would be my response. But what is something that you guys are trying to do this year? What's something new that you want to try and do this year? Be sure to comment those down below. I'd love to see your guys' responses and talk about it with you guys next week. Almost messed that up, but we didn't. We're just about there. But that about brings us to a close. I do have one more tiny segment of the episode, but it's to close it out, and I'll explain it just a second. But before we go, I do want to say thank you guys so very much for watching and supporting me on this new endeavor. I'm really excited to be doing something a little bit different than what I normally do on my gaming channel. And it's really nice to see you guys here with me, so thank you. Out of breath. Thank you guys again. I hope you have a fantastic week next week, and I'll see you guys next week. Now to end out the show, in the credit rolling thing, outro, I think we'll call it, I want to do something called Plant Watch. Now historically, I've just about killed every plant I've tried to take care of, and as you can see, I suddenly have a lot of plants. A, I need names for them, and B, we're gonna watch each week and make sure they're alive still. So, welcome to Plant Watch. Enjoy.